Hari Hari. Today we're reading from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, translated by Srila Prabhupada. We're going to do 3 verses today, not just a single daily verse, but 3 verses. I'll read the English because we don't have a lot of time. This is Duryodhana talking to Dronacharya, and he's describing the army of the Pandavas. So Duryodhana is saying, here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna. Great fighters like Yuyadhana, Virata, and Drupada. Verse number 5. Duryodhana continues, there are also great, heroic, powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kasiraja, Purujit, Kunti Bhoja, and Shaibya. Text number 6. There are the mighty Yudhamanyu, the very powerful Uttamauja, the son of Subhadra, and the sons of Draupadi. All these warriors are great chariot fighters. Duryodhana is scared to death. That's why Dronacharya obviously knows who's on the side of the Pandavas. Dronacharya is one of the generals, the commanding generals of Duryodhana's army. So Dronacharya knows who's there. So he doesn't need to hear a list from Duryodhana. Duryodhana is listing all these great personalities, powerful fighters, because he wants Dronacharya to give up or to put aside any feelings of favoritism he may have. He doesn't want Dronacharya to be lenient. He doesn't want Dronacharya to go easy on the Pandavas. So he's trying to list all these warriors on the side of the Pandavas and trying to indicate or persuade Dronacharya to not underestimate the power of the Pandavas. He should fight to his greatest ability to make sure the Pandavas do not win this battle. Duryodhana is operating in fear. Duryodhana's entire life is situated in fear of the Pandavas and his ideas, understanding of what he stands to lose in life. So Duryodhana's entire life is consumed by fear. The lesson we can take from this is also not to live our lives consumed by fear. Every living organism are impelled by 4 things: ahaya, nidra, maituna, and bhaya. Ahaya means to eat or to nourish itself. Nidra means to sleep or to rejuvenate itself. Maituna means to mate or to reproduce itself. And bhaya means to defend or self-preservation, to preserve itself. All living organisms are impelled by these 4 principles. As human beings, we are also, as a living organism, impelled by these 4 principles. And everything that enables us to successfully, if you will, live or fulfill, if you will, these 4 principles, such as education, helps us live or supports or is advantageous to these 4 principles: education, financial development, relationships, power, authority. These things are a support or help us live in these 4 principles. So this world, this universe that is run by these 4 principles, when we live only in that universe, then we are consumed by fear. That is where fear exists. We fear those things that are disadvantageous to those 4 principles of existence. So we should not try to become fearless. We are living organisms. Fear is a hardwired aspect of our life, of our existence. It is not about becoming fearless. It is about mastering fear. When we live in a world of fear, when we're consumed by a mentality of fearfulness, we cannot live individually to our greatest potential. Our relationships do not reach their greatest potential. Every experience in life does not reach its greatest potential when we are consumed by fear. And the greatest potential of all is self-realization. The greatest potential of all is, as Abraham Maslow would say, self-actualization. We cannot come to self-realization. We cannot reach our greatest potential if we are consumed by fear. So it is not to become fearless. That's the wrong terminology. That's not something we're trying to concern ourselves with. But we are trying to concern ourselves with mastering fear. The only way to master fear is to live outside of this bubble that is ruled by Ahaya, Nidra, Maituna, and Paya. When all of our concern, when all of our anxiety, when all of our entire consciousness is concerned with what is advantageous to these four things and what is disadvantageous to these four things, then we're living in a world of fear. To master that fear doesn't mean we pretend that's not our reality. Of course, that's part of our reality. But to master fear means to have purpose outside of that. Our life's meaning is outside of that. Our life meaning is beyond Ahaya, Nidra, Maituna, and Paya. Our life's purpose is beyond eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Our life's meaning is beyond those things that are advantageous or disadvantageous to Ahaya, Nidra, Maituna, and Paya. That's what it means to master, or that is how we master fear, is to have a purpose, meaning in life that is far beyond what is encompassed in those four impulses of every living organism. If we live only in that sphere of what is advantageous to those four things and what's disadvantageous to those four things, we will always be consumed by fear. When we develop a meaning of life that is beyond that, then we master fear. Fear does not master us. We do not become miniature. We do not become miniature Duryodhans running around causing havoc in our lives and in the lives of others. When we have mastered fear, then we can begin to live to our greatest potential. Our relationships reach their greatest potential. Our mentality, our heart, our ability to think creatively is is multiplied exponentially when we are not encased in a mentality of fear. We already know that 80% of what we fear never comes to pass. Studies show that most of what we fear never comes to pass. It is the mind thinking about something that could possibly happen that turns some small issue into an overblown experience of anxiety. So the key issue is mastering the mind. We have a terrible track record as a society in how we're able to master and manage our mind. Our society is go, 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 faster, faster, more, more, bigger, bigger. No, stop. Stop. From a tender age, our children, we're having them go, go. Dozens of activities throughout the week. Rushing from here to there, from there to here, from here to there. What needs to be practiced more than anything else is to shut up, shut up, stop moving, and gain mastery of the mind. Then we'll begin to recognize and hear our subconscious selves and identify meaning that is beyond Ahaya, Nidra, Maitana, and Paya. Hari Hari. End there.